I'm going to start recording. Please, no talking. Go in your rooms. Put the volume down on your television. Welcome to A Chosen Cover Girl, where we talk about living life full of joy, confidence, and faith, as well as everything in between. I'm your girl, Daniela. I am so excited to announce that this channel has reached 500 subscribers. I am so excited. Today makes about a week, actually today makes exactly a week short of 6 months since I've started the channel. They said that your first 1,000 followers is the hardest, and I am here to let you know that might be an understatement. It is hard. So I appreciate every individual who has subscribed to this channel. And being that I've reached the 500 mark, I felt like, you know what, now is the perfect time to do a what I wish I knew before I started, or just to give some advice to other new YouTubers, some real advice from a current new YouTuber. Because, you know, when I started, I did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos and, tips and tricks and advice. And it came from people who had already been doing this for years, so everything is like hindsight. But I think as we go along and as I'm learning, I'm like, let me go ahead and put it out there. Let me go ahead and put out what I think others should know when you're first starting your channel. I want to bring, advice aside from the usual. But before I do that, before I give you those advice, I want to give a special shout out to every individual who has subscribed to this channel. I thank you, and I want to especially shout out my 500th subscriber, Ebony Diva E. Ebony Diva E. Listen, Ebony, I appreciate you, as well as everybody who subscribes to this channel. But as the 500th subscriber, what I would love to do is I would love to gift you a copy of my book, Secrets of an Undiscovered Good Thing. Reach out to me and I will send that to you. And once again, thank you so much for the support. I cannot go without giving a shout out to the people who consistently comment on my page. I have some people who will come through and they comment every single video, who are consistently supporting me. I see you. I thank you so much. I also want to highlight some of my favorite comments. Like, I get all kinds of comments, and they're really encouraging. Like, you guys out there are really encouraging me. I'm glad that, I'm not glad, I love that you love the content, that it's hitting home, that you appreciate it, and that you find value to the point that you subscribe and that you comment. And so I want to go ahead and highlight, some of my favorite comments from you guys. That I really wanted to share, other than the everyday advice that you get from the big YouTubers and from other YouTubers, stuff aside from your description, aside from your title and your SEO, aside from your thumbnail, aside from those things, just some real advice and for things you need to consider when starting a YouTube, and things that I wish I knew and that kind of really hit home for me. So I will say that I had no idea that editing YouTube videos is so, it's almost like, do I have to get a degree in graphic design and video editing and all this other stuff? It's like, you got to put in the time. It is so time consuming. There are days like it takes up my entire weekends. I will shoot maybe on sometime during the week, during the evening. I will spend all day Friday and all day Saturdays editing my video for Sunday, because you know I post every week, guys, and just in case you didn't already know that, and please hit the notification bell if it's not already notifying you when my new videos drop. Another advice is try your best not to be a perfectionist. I'm not even a perfectionist. I'm nowhere near a perfectionist. So some people are probably thinking, and even my girlfriends were like, it doesn't have to be perfect, girl, just edit that video. It's not even about it being perfect. If I wanted it to be perfect, then I would probably be editing for like 1 week. But I edit enough to my knowledge to make it look good and cohesive, and so you guys, you know, can understand it. And you know, I make mistakes sometimes when I talk, and so it can be choppy sometimes. My best to make it smooth. And you know, as you guys know, I have kids, I get interrupted. So it is a big deal when it comes to editing. And I literally have to tell the kids, like I literally said, like maybe a minute ago, I'm going to start recording. Please, no talking. Go in your rooms. Put the volume down on your television. Listen, production day for me is like, like the atmosphere needs to come together, and I have like this small window of period, and I'm like, ooh, okay, video edit now. I'm at video record now, lights, camera, action, and then editing takes most of the time, not even recording. Please, please, please learn how to edit, allow enough time to edit. As far as myself, I'm not even really one to give advice on how I edit. I can just tell you that I record with my iPhone, and I edit with my Mac computer, and I edit in iMovie. So that's the only thing that I can tell you that I do. As far as any other advice, go ahead. There's so many videos on YouTube that you can check out. Now, my next advice would be have a plan. And when I say have a plan, like a schedule with how often you are going to record, and that how often you're going to post rather. And it needs to be realistic to you, to your lifestyle, to your schedule. Because trust you me, I can't tell you how many times I've gone on and they're like, if you're posting only once a week, then it's not enough. But don't be pushed and forced into doing something that you can't, because all you're going to do is burn out. I post once a week, and that's even overwhelming for me sometimes because my schedule is so hectic. I work full time. I have 2 young kids. I have a husband, and I'm doing this new venture called, you know, with these YouTube, as being a YouTuber. So it's not easy, and I don't have the feasibility to come on here and to post more than once a week. So please, do not get so frustrated and so pressed that you got to post. You are going to burn out, because like I said, I only post once a week, and I darn near burn out sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, it's Wednesday. I don't have anything for Sunday. I got to get it together. Let me put my, content together so I can bring something to you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes the kids are like, can we go to the park? Can we do this? Can we do that? I'm like, no, mommy can't right now because I gotta do this. Mommy has to do this YouTube, which is why I make them a part of this, which is why when at the end of the video, you will see that I include them, because this is my reality. This is my family. And whatever your situation is, either incorporate the kids or incorporate it where it can be a part of your videos, or just understand, that you're not here to compare yourself to anybody. The race is not for the swift. You can only do what you can do. And it brings me to my next point, which is like my most important point that I want to, remind and give advice to new YouTubers is know your why. And we hear this all the time. Your why. What's your why? What's your why? My why is to share my journey, to share my story in an authentic and transparent manner, to share how I became a chosen cover girl, how the Lord told me that I am His because He chose me from the beginning. So back in the days when I was waiting for a man to choose me, the Lord was like, girl, I already chose you. So I need you to go run and tell that. Run and tell that. And that's what I'm doing. When I created a YouTube channel many moons ago, it was not to publicly do YouTube videos. It was only to just upload, my family videos on a private, on a private link, or to share it with people privately. But now in 2020, the Lord was like, listen, now is the time. I need you to run and tell that. I need you to run and tell my ladies that they are chosen, and that they don't need a man to validate them, that they don't need to worry about a ring, that their identity does not come from their relationship status. So I am here to talk about self-love, self-acceptance, and everything in between that comes with being a chosen cover girl. That comes, the joy that comes with it, the happiness, the confidence, and the faith. That's my why. And when I'm tired and I'm exhausted, and when it's late in the day and I haven't posted for that day, I make it my business to post, because I'm like, Lord, you told me to come. You're gonna make provision, and you're going to bring the right people to the channel who needs to hear it, who needs to be here. You're gonna bring my tribe. You're gonna bring my community. And whether you're a Christian or not, as a new YouTuber, the whole point is know your why, because your why will continue to push you. Your why will allow you to show up, for you to be consistent, and for you to keep at it. And the last thing I will say is that content is key. Like they say, content will bring the people to you. I remember, many moons ago hearing a podcast about just do it. Don't worry about the numbers. Just keep at it. Don't worry about the numbers, because the people, as they come in, they will be able to go back and listen to that content. Like, yeah, you only got 5 people watching right now, or you only got 50, or you only got 500. It's okay, because the people who come later on, they're gonna go back and they're gonna love your content, which is why they subscribe. And then they're gonna go back and search things and say, oh, what else did she say? Oh, let me see what other videos he or she has. So continue to show up with good content, and the people will come. Your tribe, your community will show up. And let me tell you, I celebrate every time I get a notification that I have a new subscriber. I'm like, yes, Lord, bring the people, bring the people. What is a build it and they shall come? What is that? What's that? Is it like it's a commercial, isn't it? Or is it about Noah's Ark? One of those. Anyway, so keep going, keep at it. That's my advice for new YouTubers, real advice, keeping it real. I'm new here too, so, I just wanted to give you something just a little bit different, a little bit more detailed and specific to, being a new YouTuber and being here. And also, I will tell you this, don't be offended by the people who aren't watching your videos, by the friends and family members who aren't watching it, who aren't sharing it. It doesn't matter. If you've been on this channel, you've heard me tell you 1,000 times over in my previous videos. Just focus on the people who are supporting you. Just focus on the people who are showing up for you. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people, they want to support you, but they're not your audience. They're not your audience. So they're going to subscribe, but they're not going to watch. They're going to give you that number, but they're not going to watch consistently, because they're not your audience. And it's okay, because your audience will find you and your community will grow. It just won't grow overnight. Do not despise humble beginnings. And with that being said, I'm not about despising humble beginnings. So when we had like 400 subscribers, I told the kids, I said, guys, how are we going to celebrate when we get to 500? What are we going to do? So we decided to have like a family fun day, and we had an amazing day. So much fun. And once again, thank you all. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the content, and you found it useful, put your thumbs up, subscribe, and put on the notification. We're celebrating 500 watts.